Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Nato with you as we introduce Mandatory Monday. The next 8 Mondays we'll be racing with you. Mandatory Monday, that means the Rainbow Six in race number 4 today must go. It must pay out a slew of new wagers as well. $1 place pick 8, $3 late pick 3, $5 late double. Those will be with you each and every racing day going forward. 15% takeout on those trios. Great bets. We've also got Pete Aiello. Let's send it upstairs to him for the course and the weather conditions.
It's Chamber of Commerce weather in Hallandale Beach with sunny skies and temperatures in the upper 80s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, and the turf course firm. In race 1, scratch number 2, 37 Rubies. Number 6, Love of J, like the jockey husband Santana. Racing at Gulfstream. Toward the inside, Victoria's Secret heads off for the early advantage, a length and a half in front with 1 lap remaining from She's Trippin', who's away in second. Galaga's using some speed to try to get over, but she's still marooned deep on the course. Just to her inside is Cozy Me Up, about 5 lengths behind. Then the race favorite in the pink colors, Come On Poppy. Moving up on the inside of her, Whiskey Whim draws within 6 lengths of the lead. Back from there, it's Terramendous racing together with Too Much Fun, and 3 to the trailer, Copper Creole. Around the first turn they go. The leader is Victoria's Secret. On top, a length and a half, Gallagher second. At the rail, She's Trippin' is now third. Up the fourth goes Love of J, 3.5 lengths off the speed. Then it's a trio, Cozy Me Up, Terramendous, and working between them is Too Much Fun. Back from there, Come On Poppy. She's in the pink colors, 5 lengths off the lead. At the back is Copper Creole, and up front is Victoria's Secret. They have 3.5 furlongs to run. Victoria's Secret leads by a length and a half. Gallagher second. At the rail, Terramendous is now third. She's Trippin' back to fourth. Up on the outside, Widewell fifth is Whiskey Whim as Come On Poppy plots an inside course. 2.5 better than Cozy Me Up as they're with the half and 47-1, and they have a quarter of a mile left to go. On the outside, Gallagher issues the challenge to Victoria's Secret. These two heads apart off the turn. Victoria's Secret still has the lead. Gallagher try to straighten up and go by. Gallagher now sticks a neck in front. Victoria's Secret is back to second. Terramendous is third. Then Come On Poppy to the wire. Husbands and Safi kick off Monday racing with Gallagher 3 in front. Terramendous was second. Victoria's Secret ran third. Come On Poppy is fourth in 1:35 and 1. And they're off. Good start. In the center, Terry T, one of the first into stride. On the far outside, it's Cuddle the Kitten. Mario's Sweet Girl won't be far away. Down at the inside is Gulfaxi, and from between horses, Mary Marguerite angles off the inside. At the rail is Mamuka. Pace a reasonable one early, with Terry T setting the fractions out of the chute, leads by a length and a quarter. Mary Marguerite is second, Gulfaxi moves to take third. On her outside is Mario's Sweet Girl, toward the rail Mamuka, and the trailer Cuddle the Kitten. 24-3 for a reasonable opening quarter stanza en route to the half-mile stage. The leader is Terry T. Mary Marguerite is second. At the rail, Mamuka. Out in the center, Gulfaxi. Widest of all, Mario's Sweet Girl. And in between horses is Cuddle the Kitten. They move now past the half-mile marker and swing to the far turn. Terry T tries to brave it up. Heads into the turn through a 48-second half-mile. Terry T, the leader. Mary Marguerite with dead aim. Meanwhile, the other favorite, Gulfaxi's being called on and not picking up the call. From between horses, it's Cuddle the Kitten and outside Mario's Sweet Girl as they speed past the 5/16. The leader is Terry T. In front a length and a half. Mary Marguerite is second. Once she got in the clear, Gulfaxi decided to pick it up again. She's up on the outside. At the rail, Mamuka, then Cuddle the Kitten as they race for home. 3/4, 1:12-3. Off the turn in the stretch drive, it's Terry T in front. Mamuka's at the rail. Gulfaxi's on the outside. 3 chances here, 1/8 of a mile out. From the inside, Mamuka. From between horses, Terry T. Outside, Gulfaxi. Yards to go. Gulfaxi trying to catch Terry T. Terry T and Gulfaxi. It's Terry T and Gulfaxi in a win picture. Photo finish between those two. Third is Mamuka. Fourth is Cuddle the Kitten. 139 flat.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Nina's Star blew the break. Baronia away quickly, reaching out for the early lead. From between horses, Facet is on the move. At the inside, Let Loose Lucy, first-timer good to go. Starship Spectacle is the horse in the blue colors between horses, with Nina's Star moving up at the inside. They swing to the far turn. Let Loose Lucy confronted by Facet. Baronia 3 wide. At the inside, it's Nina's Star, who's now raced into 4th, and the trailer is Starship Spectacle. They speed around the far turn, 22 seconds for the opening quarter. Now Facet strides clear, leads by 2.5 lengths. Baronia is second. That's all for Let Loose Lucy. Nina's Star is next. Then Starship Spectacle as they reach the head of the lane. The class-dropping Facet at odds-on wheels for home on a confident-looking lead. She's 6 to the good. Baronia is trying to hold on to second. Starship Spectacle is trying to pick her up, but they're not going to pick up Facet. She's home and cooled. It's Facet on the class drop under Heriberto Figueroa, reporting home a 5-length winner. Starship Spectacle completes the chalky exacta from Baronia 3rd. Let Loose Lucy finish 4th. Racing in the Rainbow Six. Good start in the center for Lindsay Smiles, who's headed off for the early advantage. Show Off won't let her get far, and up on the outside, Calathea wants to lead, and Calathea is going to get what she wants. She crosses over from the outside gate. Lindsay Smiles is now second. Show Off is third. The Gray Spicy Princess is on the outside. Moving out the rail, it's Bayou Bridget. The early trailer is Olivia Valentina. Around the first turn they go. Calathea leads by almost 2 now. Show Off is second, racing outside of Lindsay Smiles, who's on a hold, while racing in third. Up to the outside, that's Spicy Princess in early 4th. Bayou Bridget is at the rail, and the trailer is still Olivia Valentina. Reasonable fraction, 24 seconds for the opening quarter stanza. They have less than 4.5 furlongs to race. It's Calathea by a length and a quarter from Show Off in second. Drafting behind the speed, Edwin Gonzalez has a nice grip of Lindsay Smiles. Meanwhile, moving out in the center, Olivia Valentina's on a backstretch improve, passing Spicy Princess, and that relegates Bayou Bridget, the last of the 6, tightened up with an inside lane. 49 seconds for the opening half mile. The pace starts to lift. The leader, Calathea, by a length and a half. Lindsay Smiles is at the inside, about to take over second. On her back, that's Bayou Bridget. Olivia Valentina's on the far outside. Spicy Princess held up in traffic as they race for home. They stack, they pack, they turn in. Who do you like here? Off the turn in the stretch drive, Calathea by a length and a half. Leonel Reyes got Bayou Bridget into the clear at a perfect time, and she's charging to challenge. Spicy Princess is at the rail. Down the center, Olivia Valentina. Just yards to go. Bayou Bridget for a narrow lead. Calathea fights back. Bayou Bridget. Bayou Bridget gets the job done from a game. Calathea, who was second, closer third. Olivia Valentina or Spicy Princess at 135 and 2. And they're off. Good start for Out of Money. Good start for Complex. Moving out the rail, it's Titan on the move. Operation Torch is between horses. Tall Story is down toward the inside. Refined Honor looking to get over. So is Santal. He races about 5 lengths off the lead. 2 in front of Damashgra. The early trailer is Fredericksburg. And the run around the first turn, it's Titan and apprentice Pedro Pena with the rail in the lead. Operation Torch is now second. Complexed is on his outside and tugging. Complexed going up to Badger, the leader. Yellow Blinkers of Out of Money in the fourth position in the two-path with Refined Honor 3 wide. Tall Story is at the rail as Damashgra works between horses, passing Santal and the trailer out wide, Fredericksburg. Opening quarter, 24 seconds flat. They have less than 5 furlongs to run. Titan in a bid to make all. At 14-1, he leads by a neck. Complexed is second. Out of Money's in the clear. Sequestered inside is Operation Torch. Refined Honor under a loose rein out wide with Tall Story next. Then Damashgra, Santal out deep, and the trailer is Fredericksburg. They make their way by a half in 48-3. They swing to the far turn. 3 furlongs to go. Titan leads by a length. Complexed is being called on. Far outside, Refined Honor. Out of Money just to his inside. Tall Story shoots through toward the rail. Damashgra underway next as they reach the top of the stretch. They're a quarter of a mile from home. They have the leader as Titan. He's been there from the word go. Tall Story is second. Refined Honor, Out of Money. Operation Torch beats a retreat. Damashgra next. They wheel for home. Titan getting elusive on the top end. He's an eighth of a mile out with 3 lengths in hand. Tall Story is second. Refined Honor is third. Damashgra is on the outside. He's out of time. Titan is clear and a winner. It's Titan at 14-1 to win it. Up for second is Refined Honor. Back to third went Tall Story. Then Damashgra in 143 flat.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
They're off. Road to Midnight on the far outside wins the break and goes looking for the early lead. First-timer High Ambition has speed. Tightened up for racing room, both Vermont and Epic Impact. Epic Impact is fighting the rating fiercely. He shuffles all the way to the back. En route to the half-mile station, it's Road to Midnight. Over the rail and on top by 2. High Ambition is second. Vermont is at the rail from third. Lord Henry makes progress into fourth. A gap of 4 more to Slew Doral. Then it's Epic Impact. As they round the far turn, Vermont just checked. So the favorite has now lost a significant amount of ground. And Road to Midnight tries to roll on. To the top of the stretch, it's Road to Midnight. Off the turn with a 3-length head start. High Ambition is second. Vermont tries to re-rally. Lord Henry's on the outside. They're an eighth of a mile from home. Road to Midnight polishing off a gate-to-wire domination. It's Road to Midnight and jockey Diego Herrera on top by as much as they want. The battle's going to be for second. Here's Lord Henry to surge into second. Back to third went High Ambition and Epic Impact finished fourth, 56-3. And they're off. In the center, Bold and Breezy gets the first call. Moving out the rail, Navy Cross is on the move. Splitting Horses Super Legacy joins the top flight. Patera trying to get over from the outside draw. Back from there, it's Eton floating out into the turn. Saratoga Flash very deep. Tightened up in between is Space Launch. Cortafuego is at the rail with Will of a Warrior just ahead of him. The early trailer is Rock the Stars. Almost 3 in line as they make their way to the first quarter mark. Navy Cross holds the inside edge in a 24-1 opening quarter, has the lead. Up on the outside, Bold and Breezy takes it to him with Super Legacy. Moving up on the outside to take third, 2.5 more. That's Will of a Warrior with Batera. The race favorite is on their outside, Saratoga Flash. Covered up behind the speed are Eton and Space Launch with Corte de Fuego toward the rail as they make their way to the final half mile. They move by a half in 47-2. The pace is a lively one. Bold and Breezy giving Navy Cross all he wants. 2.5 more to Batera. 3 wide Saratoga Flash. At the rail goes Super Legacy. Corte de Fuego's got traffic issues. Getting started ahead of him is Space Launch. They speed around the far turn and approach the final quarter of a mile. Navy Cross still in front. It's Navy Cross to the top of the lane in front. He leads now by 2. Saratoga Flash has made it into second. On the far outside, Space Launch tried to slide through at the rail. Both Batera and Corte de Fuego as the leaders drifting out. Even Eton cut the corner and comes on next. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Navy Cross has the lead way out wide. On his outside, it's Saratoga Flash. Ducking to their inside is Space Launch. At the rail, it's Eton. Yards to go. Things getting crowded. Outside, Saratoga Flash gains the upper hand, and Saratoga Flash wins. Second, Navy Cross. Third, Space Launch. Fourth, Corte de Fuego. 141-3. Players' late daily double is underway, off and running. Our Winchester quick to begin. In the middle, Nadir Khan. On the outside, best minute yet. These three are the quickest three. Our Winchester to the top. At the rail, Hebe Hoppin tries to go with him. Back to fifth, early Wine Candy. The two at the back are Brushfire and Supreme Honor. En route to the half-mile station, Hebe Hoppin driving through at the inside of our Winchester to contest the issue. They've gone 2.5 better than best minute yet, who's now third. At the rail, Wine Candy is now fourth, passing the Deer Han, then Brushfire and Supreme Honor. Around the far turn, they drilled the quarter, 21-4. It's Hebe Hoppin striding clear to a 1.5 lead. Wine Candy just slammed, and I mean slammed on the brakes, as best minute yet appeared to go into him. Trying to wind it up from the back is Brushfire as they race for home, and Hebe Hoppin is a 44 and 2.5 mile poster, and he's in big price here, 25-1 on Hebe Hoppin, and he's well clear out here. Hebe Hoppin, he doesn't look 25-1, he's now 7 in front. Here's Brushfire to get into second late. No, he won't. Our Winchester holds him off. Hebe Hoppin by many. Our Winchester held off stablemate Brushfire for second. Best minute yet is fourth, and then Supreme Honor, 109-3. And runners away. Good start in the center for Just Brilliant, heading off for the early advantage. Elenique using some speed to try to get over. Lady Sharma's in the middle, and at the inside keepsake box, these four almost in line. Warrior Sophie comes away at the rail in the blue colors, racing 3 lengths off the speed. Then it's back to Curly Sue. Wide on the course and knows everything. Saving ground is Brown Diamond. The early trailer is First Class, TLC. Around the first turn they go. Rashid Hughes and Keepsake Box rolling early to a 3-length lead. Just Brilliant second, Elenique third. The opening quarter was 22-3. Warrior Sophie is fourth at the inside, followed fifth by Curly Sue. Then to the outside, Lady Sharma with Brown Diamond along the rail. 3 lengths back to Knows Everything, and First Class TLC is last. En route to the half-mile station, it's Keepsake Box, who has the lead through a 46 3/2 mile. Her lead is a length and a half. Elenique commits to a wide run around the far turn, and the 2-path Warrior Sophie, 3 wide, Just Brilliant. Saving ground is Brown Diamond. Then back to the outside, it's Curly Sue in front of Knows Everything. Underway, First Class TLC, Lady Sharma is last. They reach the top of the stretch, a quarter of a mile from home. Keepsake Box still has the lead. From the outside, here's the move, 4 wide from Curly Sue, 3 wide Elenique, 2-path Warrior Sophie. At the rail, Brown Diamond off the turn. In the stretch drive, and Curly Sue under a full head of steam, taking over for the lead, and Elenique tries to go with her. Elenique is going with her. Elenique and Curly Sue. Curly Sue and Elenique. Curly Sue gains the upper hand. Elenique second behind Curly Sue, who's in front. Curly Sue beats Elenique by a neck. Knows Everything third. Brown Diamond fourth. And Warrior Sophie to complete your high five in 1:35-4.
That's a wrap on Mandatory Monday here at Gulfstream Park. We'll be off now till next Saturday. New racing schedule for the next 8 weeks, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we'll take a little break. When we come back, 11 races on Saturday. Where else would you rather be than beautiful Gulfstream?